Here we have a used 2019 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Now this one comes in the sport trim level in soul red crystal metallic paint. We get black cloth interior, and for the powertrain, 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, almost 43,000 miles on this car. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. And I just think this is such a beautiful car, especially in this red. But it kind of gives me Aston Martin vibes just with the thin headlamps and just how the front face is designed overall. It's such a nice looking car. As we come around to these wheels, these are going to be 16-inch alloy, passive keyless entry. We have express down windows, power door lock controls. We can lock the windows there, power mirror controls, traction control toggle, trunk release, hood release. We do get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's the manual driver's seat. And then we also have the seat bottom we can adjust there, and the seat back here. But then if you want to move the seat bottom forward or back, you just pull on that bar. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, there's the exhaust. I'll look underneath the car, and then I'm going to show you while I'm back here. When the car is off and the key is out, that'll release the trunk, but while it's running, it won't work. The only way to get it going is to hit the button right down here, and then that'll give you access to the trunk space. So I mean, for a roadster like this small of a car, this is pretty great trunk space, I think. It's a good design choice. And then you can get to a cargo net that's included on this one right there. And then to this passenger seat, manual seat back, and then seat bottom there. Now you do have the heated seats that you could toggle right there, but no glove box, at least no traditional glove box. Now this one here at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro does come with a lifetime powertrain warranty, so just something to consider there. But there's that 2-liter Skyactiv 4-cylinder. And then next I'm going to show you the blinkers. Sorry for the wind noise. But now we'll hop in the driver's seat. So I'm 6'3" with longer legs. I have a Porsche Boxster, and I fit a little bit better than that one, and that's a 2000. But I do like how you're able to telescope the wheel, because that helps as well. Because my, telescope and tilt the wheel, because my Boxster is the 2000 again. You can only telescope it, so not being able to tilt it is kind of a pain, but I like that you can adjust this 4 ways. There's the horn. Now over here to the infotainment system, you do have the option to use this as a touchscreen. You don't have to just use the knob down below, but you have AM, FM. You also have Pandora, Bluetooth, USB drives, aux input. So quite a few different ways to use the screen there. So I'm just going to show you all of the different sub-menus here that you can go through. Now your settings here, you can adjust the brightness, contrast, your safety features when applicable, the sound here, and then the door locks, the turn signals, lighting, your Bluetooth devices. And then your system settings here, you can adjust your language, and then your temperature and distance You can change those from US to metric separately, which I think is pretty neat. Hazards right there. There's the backup camera. You have the guidelines, but they don't follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, single zone manual climate control, so you can adjust the temperature here, push for the AC, fan speed here, and then fan direction over there. And then you have 2 USB-A ports and an aux input. A little storage right there. You can fit your phone in while it's on the charger. And then for the shifter, to actually get it to move, you press in here, which I like. But park, reverse, neutral, drive, then you can come over here and manually shift and then toggle your sport mode up there, then back to normal by pressing down. And then you do have shortcuts for the home page, the audio page, and then you can use this as like a scroll bar and go through all of that. And then you have a volume knob here. You can click that to mute. Then you have a back button, and then you have a favorites button that you can set right there. Then you have your parking brake, bottle holder. Now I do like having the heated seats here. That's pretty nice. But over here, this is where you have a lockable glove compartment. The owner's manual is still in this one. So you can see the service, everything is in here still. I was hoping the window sticker's in there, but it's not. No big deal. And then, put that back in there. I mean, it's actually a pretty good size pocket there. But hit this, that's how you get the top up. So you just pull it. Sorry, you didn't get to see that, but you just basically pull it from here, then you can lock it back into place. And then to release it, you just push that in, pull, and then just make sure that's all the way back. You just press it in until it snaps like that. So I'm gonna put it back because I'm about to take it on a test drive. Just hit me in the head. So I wanna have the windows closed. It's pretty windy out. And then here, vanity mirror. But back to the steering wheel, left side stalks, blinkers, high beams. You have intermittent wipers, one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency here and then pull up here for the fluid. You do get paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, which is nice. Volume, click in for the voice recognition, Bluetooth buttons, track list, radio station presets, hit this info, and then that middle part of the gauge cluster on the left side, you can change what's shown there. And then right side of the wheel, cruise control on, and then off, cancel. You'll get a notification on that left side when it's on, when it's off, and then what you set your speed to right here. Now this is kind of loose, but that'll adjust the trip meter. And you can see that right there. But before we take the test drive, I just want to show you all what the car looks like with the top up. So just a quick walk around of that. So again, manual top, black cloth, but really nice look when the top's up as well. It doesn't just look great with it down. And then push button start. Finally, here's the key fob. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2019 MX-5 Miata Sport out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Miata here, really like just how this 6-speed shifts. It's very fun to drive. Now it's a soft top roadster, so it's relatively loud in here, but doesn't really bother me. But I mean, the power for this car to be naturally aspirated is pretty good. It's a very linear power curve. I like how it drives. It just feels raw. And yeah, it's fun to drive. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of space here and put it into sport mode. Here we go. Wow. So pretty quick. Honestly, that was not what I was expecting. So I mean, that was very impressive for this kind of vehicle. Now it's light, don't get me wrong, but the way that it just redlined, and it was just, that was exhilarating. Now I want to give one more thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now it's a rag top. You know, you get what you get with that kind of vehicle. Now I will say, I feel like my 2000 Porsche Boxster, and you know, I haven't driven it with the top up in so long, I just feel like the sound acoustics in there are a bit better, but I could be mistaken. But I really like how this drives. The sound, you know, the wind noise doesn't really bother me that much, especially for the driving experience you get here. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here with this price point, I think 42,500 miles on a 2019 MX-5 Miata, period. I mean, 20 grand is cheap. And, you know, the overall driving experience is why Mazda's still making this car. It's why people are still buying it. It's just, there's something about driving a small car like this that's just like a go-kart. It gives you that kind of experience. But, you know, let's say you don't want to drop 200 grand on a 911 turbo. You don't want to drop crazy amounts of money on a Corvette. This is something that's just fun to drive. It's not necessarily fast, but it's quick. The engine revs hot. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people want these cars because that's all they're looking for. They don't need to have the fastest car out on the road. They don't need to have something that's, you know, a twin turbo V6 or a turbo V8 or something crazy. They just want something that's fun to drive, that's exhilarating to drive. That's what you get here. This thing handles very well. The overall driving dynamics are very precise. You can feel everything. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. If I had known, I probably would have bought this instead of my Boxster. You know, even the cheapest Porsches are more money than these cars when you look at how much it is to maintain a Porsche, just how much people don't maintain these older Boxsters. So unfortunately, I like this better than my car, but the only thing that my car has over this is that flat six and that exhaust. It just it still beats this in my opinion in terms of the sounds, but the overall acceleration in this feels better. The overall driving dynamics here feel better. I don't feel like it handles as well, but it's close enough where if that was the only thing that was holding me back from pulling the trigger on this versus that, I would still get this for everything else. But the car overall, again, fun to drive. Space, I feel like in my Boxster is a bit better as well, but the little space that's in here is used perfectly so someone like 6'3", like myself, can still drive this thing. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 MX-5 Miata Sport.